Cyber incidents, especially those which have a substantial operational impact on an organization, such as a ransomware attack, can be extremely stressful and chaotic events. They also impact an organization's systems, its ability to operate, and inflict reputational damage. To mitigate against a cyber attack, preparation is key. The more comprehensive and practiced your incident response plans are, the better equipped you will be to navigate a ransomware incident. Within the first hour of an incident occurring, the first order of business is to stem the bleeding. This often involves disconnecting all assets, including critical ones, from the network. These actions in themselves may raise legitimate cause for concern, but the interruption you are causing is a calculated risk. When done effectively, it will avert an even longer interruption to business operations. The more that a cyber attack is left uncontained, the more reputational damage can be caused. Within the first 4 hours of an attack, make the initial call with your insurer and provide key information about the business, the technical controls, and the technical environment. The technical responder, appointed by your insurer, will seek to understand as much as possible about your estate, so they can give initial advice to make sure damage is limited. Don't be slow to act. Work with your insurer and technical responder to share information and take on board their advice. At this stage in an attack, the technical vendor will be developing clear statements of work to enable them to move forward. Your legal team, technical team, ops team, and C-suite individuals will each be trying to carry out their own internal recovery activities. It's critical that everyone is working closely with each other from all sides of the response. Make sure that everyone understands their roles and that the appropriate communication channels are set up between all teams. The success of a serious cyber crisis response rests on the quality of communication and the right governance of all teams. The legal team will be providing advice early on in the response about regulatory risks and notification obligations. The technical responders will be looking to analyze forensic evidence from the incident to understand the scope of the breach. How did the threat actor get in? How did data exfiltration take place? And what data has been lost? What's happened to the environment? And what has the threat actor seen, touched, or changed? The first step is to isolate infected machines and make sure that the log information from these machines is preserved. It is critical that this is done quickly, so that important information about the incident is not lost or overwritten. Containment is about taking steps to mitigate further damage and remove compromise. This is the time to bring in a monitoring team who will help the technical responders install software which detects malware, removes the malware, and then kills processes related to it. To set this stage up for success, organizations should already have a clear understanding of their network and all devices connected to it. Make sure you know how many laptops your team is using, their location, and the security controls around them. Don't slow the response down by not having this information to hand. The focus of the response will always be about getting the business back up online and the staff using services. One of the keys to successful recovery is having reliable backups that protect your data effectively. During a response, you may need to make a decision about how to prioritize recovery of your systems, so make sure you have planned this well in advance and have a good understanding of what systems are critical to you. Responding to a serious cyber attack can take you well beyond the first 48 hours, but the more pre-prepared you are, the quicker it will be. Have a restoration strategy in place. Understand the quality of your backups. Understand your technical ability to carry out the restoration yourself. This can cause increased business interruption and costs, and a business that doesn't have any plans in place around what their restoration strategy should be is going to be slow in pursuing their restoration. In summary, in the first 48 hours of a response, communication and planning is key. Being able to make sure that you can quickly respond and quickly set up all the different work streams that go into a response will reduce the likelihood that the response becomes too complex and that things go wrong.